Component introduction.
This is our AP10 aerial drone, a high-tech electronic product that allows you to control not only flight, but also image and video capturing. It can be relied on to record everyday life and activities, or for commercial purposes, requiring only simple manipulation with a broad range of applications. The main components you will find in the box are the AP10 composed of the aircraft, remote control, the smartphone holder, the battery, and the repeater, propellers, an instruction manual, a charger, a power cord, screwdriver, wrench, and AA batteries.
Structure introduction.
Now let's focus on the AP10. It has an aerodynamic design with built-in hardware systems, including a flight control software system. This is the head or front of the aircraft. Above it is a camera lens, which has the ability to rotate upward and downwards. And below is a TF card slot. Insert a TF card in order to store photos and video footage. These four arms each have a motor which the propellers can be mounted on. These are the two front arms, each with a green headlight. The other two arms have a red headlight. These are the four landing legs. On this hand, we have the GPS signal indicator light, the battery compartment, and the power switch.
Assembling the AP10.
Now we want to start assembling the AP10. First, we can install the four propellers on their corresponding motors. Separate the propellers into clockwise and counterclockwise groups. The counterclockwise propellers have a black cap and need to be mounted on the motors that have a P on the arm. Use the wrench to secure the motors so it won't turn while you are spinning the blade counterclockwise to tighten the propeller on the motor. The clockwise propeller have a silver cap and can be mounted on the same fashion on the remaining arms without a P on them. We will now install the battery. Press this button to see if the battery is fully charged. If it isn't, it needs to be charged before use. The battery compartment door is at the back of the aircraft. Insert the battery into the compartment like this. Remember to lock this lock switch in order to lock the compartment door. Finally, we will assemble the remote control with the smartphone holder and the repeater. First, open the battery cover and place four AA batteries. The repeater is used to extend the range of the aircraft's Wi-Fi so we can operate the AP10 with smartphones. Line up the holes on the repeater device as well as the remote control, and then use a screwdriver to secure the two together. Last but not least, line up the smartphone holder like so to mount it on the remote controller. You can now switch the power on to check if everything is working. The full headlights on the arms should light up, and after 5 to 10 seconds, the tail light should turn off. The installation of the AP10 has now been completed. The remote control. AP10's remote control is a command center, allowing the aircraft to take off, determining the altitude and the flight direction, controlling the rotation of the integrated camera lens, and when to capture video footage and take photographs. The remote control is composed of the remote itself, the repeater, and the smartphone holder. Or you can just place the smartphone in the stand. Let's take a closer look at the control on the remote. The top four dial switches from the left to right are slide switch 1, slide switch 2, slide switch 3, which controls the upward and downward movements of the onboard camera, and slide switch 4, which allows for the AP10 to either fly automatically or manually. The left joystick controls throttle and the left and right course of the aircraft. The right joystick controls the pitch and roll. These are three indicator lights. The red light is a power indicator light. The green light indicates photographing, and this blue light indicates when video is being captured. These three buttons are start recording, the shutter, and stop recording. This is the power switch, and this is a lanyard hole. Joystick calibration. Before leaving the factory, the joysticks are pre-calibrated. However, if you notice that the joysticks are not operating properly, or if you encounter the following situations, you will have to recalibrate the joysticks. The first situation will be when the motor cannot start in the manual flight mode. The second will be when the propellers are not yet installed on the aircraft and the throttle function doesn't respond when the power is turned on and the joysticks are maneuvered. If you need to recalibrate your remote control, you begin maneuvering the S2 slide switch to the ADG position, and by turning on the remote control, then move the right and left joysticks in a full-scale clockwise fashion twice. Now, just move the ST slide switch to the OK position. Here the calibration is complete.
Compass calibration.
Each time you go to a new location and use your AP10, you need to calibrate the compass. Make sure to remove the propeller blades first in order to prevent any accidents. First, move the S1 switch to the off position, S2 slide switch to the OK position, S3 slide switch to stop, and S4 switch to the MC position. You can continue by turning on the remote control and the aircraft. Wait for the beeping sounds to stop. Then move both joysticks diagonal position toward their inner upper diagonal position at the same time and wait for the green headlights on the front two legs to start blinking. Then you can release the joysticks. Now pick up the aircraft and rotate it in the horizontal position slowly. Do the same with the aircraft in a vertical position, with the head of the aircraft starting upward. Now you can face the aircraft, head left or right, continue circling in either direction until the green headlights turns off. When it has finished calibrating, you can lay the aircraft flat on the ground. The green headlights will then turn on again.
Take off. The AP10 aircraft has two different flight modes and many useful functions. You can use the